everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mia and today I'm going to be filming a video of using all of my old favourites, so basically my old routine. I'm going to be doing eyes and face, so I'm going to be giving all of these products a second chance almost, seeing if any of these are actually worthy of being in my daily routine now. So I've got some products that I've not used in such a while. I've got some that I still use but they're not my favourites anymore. So I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera and I will be right back. So as you can see, I've just quickly done my eyebrows off camera and I used a very old favourite of mine, the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I don't know, I stopped using this. I just think a dip brow is much easier to use for me. It's much quicker, but it is a great product. I much prefer a dip brow. I carved them out using my Tarte Shape Tape Light Medium. Now this is I used to use this as my eye base, which is what I've done today. And as you know, if you've already been watching my channel for a while, I always use the P. Louise base now if I'm going to be doing eyeshadow. So this was my old favourite for a base. I still use it as a concealer, it's great. But this is a base, was my old favourite. Now I also added some tape because this used to be my favourite technique when doing eyeshadow all the time. So today we're going to be dipping into this bad boy. This is the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. I used to use this palette all of the time, so I thought it was very fitting for this video. Now I'm going to be going into some brushes that I know I used to use all the time for eyeshadow. And I'm going to do a look that I used to always do as well. So I'm going into that pukey brown shade. I'm going to try not to lift this up too much because there's some shades that fall out. But this shade right here, I'm going to be dipping into that. And just taking that on a fluffy Morphe brush, one of these. This is out for Kit again. I'm just going to be taking that in the crease and just lightly blending that out. Using the same brush, I'm going to be dipping in to the shade just there and just dipping right into that. This at the time was an absolutely amazing palette. It was super pigmented, which it still is, and I think if I use the P. Louise base it would work even better. But I've just found other palettes that are better and more travel friendly, whereas this has been really bashed, so a few of the shades fall out. It's just not an easy palette to travel with really. So that was the biggest reason for me stopping using this, because I travel quite a lot, and if there's something I love but I can't travel with, well, I'll find an alternative. Like I said, this is still a really good palette, and occasionally I will pick it up but not too often. And then this is the colour combination I used to use all the time. So then I went into this deep brown shade just here. I don't know why I use these shades really. And they went in with the exact same brush and just really kept that quite low and just went in my crease. Not blending it up too high, just basically deepening the crease. And then going in with the super deep brown shade, same brush, and as much as I do enjoy the shimmers from this palette, the thing I'd always use were the Stilla Magnificent Metals, and this one today is Smoky Storm. I used to use this all the time, and I would just quite simply draw that on and then blend the edges out just a little bit like that. I wouldn't blend them upwards, I'd literally do like a cut crease with these. Wait. And then I would also always go into a liquid liner. This one is the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Eyeliner, and I would just go over it with this, and I hate this. And I'd also always do a wing. Now I hate this liquid eyeliner now, it's really thin, it's not pigmented enough, but it was a decent cheap one at the time. Now I take that tape off. Just like that. And then you would have that horrible just line. And then the best part was I never joined the liquid eyeliner up. Never. So after that I would literally go into this exact same brush. I probably wouldn't even wipe it off on my hand, but I am going to today. And then I'd go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette and go back into that like peaky brown shade. And then I would do the exact same with the dark brown shades. And that would leave me looking like a crazy woman. So I would never use primer, I'd just go straight in with the foundation. And although I do still use this foundation occasionally, it's very rare because I just much prefer my Fenty one right now. And I also, for everyday basis, because I don't like to use a really pricey one for every day, I'll use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation as well. So I just prefer those two at the minute. I just find this quite heavy, but it is very good. So I would definitely still recommend this to everyone. And I just dot this all around my face, there's not much left of it, so I can't squeeze anything out. And then I just take normally I would take a sponge, but I just prefer using a brush now. I would also use this brush quite often, so I'm going to do today. And I never patted, I always swirled. Which is exactly what we're going to be doing today. Swirl, swirl, swirl. I didn't often take it down the neck either, which was a huge mistake. But I am going to be taking it down the neck slightly, just because that's what you should do. And then I'd get really close here, not minding if I went into the eyeshadow. And then I would just swirl around the head, getting as close to the eyebrows as possible. And again, not worrying too much about the eyeshadow, just swirling that foundation in endlessly. And as you can see, this foundation is great. It really does smooth you out. I don't even know how it does that, but it's like literally filter on your face. So I do still love this foundation. I just prefer others for day-to-day basis. It just makes sure there's no harsh edges. Now for concealer, I don't really have an old favourite. Like all of the concealers I used to use I still love and use, just like this Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm running out of this so bad. I need a new one. But yeah, this one is not an old favourite because I do still love it. But oh my god, I need a new one. I've like got nothing left. So I would just take it everywhere basically. Just like I do now. and I would always use a sponge for this, so I'm going to be using a sponge today, and I would always use a sponge to blend out the concealer, whereas now I like to use a brush. I've got into the habit of using a brush, which I really like, and then blending that out. Not worrying about going over the eyeshadow because I had no worries. And the same on this side. Now, as you can see, these two products dry down pretty matte anyway. The Huda Beauty one, like, it's not really even tacky. Then the concealer also like dries down pretty matte. But even though I have dry skin, I was still determined to make my face look even drier. So I would then go into the Cover FX mattifying powder, which is this one, and I would not only just set my face, I would dip a sponge and bake with it. So this will be fun to see how this turns out. So dipping my sponge in and baking my face, and I baked all my face. It wasn't even just like it was the under eyes, like I would bake my face. I never even had a clue about contour, but I added the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which I personally think is still a great palette. I think this is a bit bulky. Like, they have singles now, which I would be a lot more interested in, but it's well loved, as you can see. And I always took the middle shade, and I would just literally I'd take an angled brush, and I would just really go in there. I'd really go in, and I'd go down, which, as we all know if you watch my channel, is a big mistake. But I would always just take that down, and then on the forehead, a bit on the jawline, and then same here. This is very good formula, and I believe they've improved it, so I would like to try the new. This is like 4 years old, it must be. And I do still use it occasionally, just like I say, especially when I'm travelling, I like to stick with smaller things. So I would be interested in the smaller singulars that they do now, and for nose contour I would literally just go over my whole nose like that. Blush. I used to use the exact same blush all of the time, and I'd use this exact brush. I would use the Tarte blush from this palette here. This is the Showstopper palette, and I would just dig that brush in, and I would literally just go in with that blush, because I used to love this so much. I do still love this colour. It's such a pretty colour, and I would just really go in heavy. One layer wasn't enough, so I did 2. And I have to say, I do still love this blush. And I used to go right in the temples, on the nose, and on the chin. So for highlighter, I would literally use the same highlighting palette every single day, and that would be the Huda Beauty highlighting palette. This is the Pink Sands edition, I believe. It's the light one, and I have to say, this is still a great highlighting palette. I would always use this Morphe brush, and it's just like a big eyeshadow brush, but I'd use it for highlighter. And as you can see, this is well loved. I got into the habit of using the cream first, so I'm going to do that today. So I would literally like go into this cream shade here, swirl it all around like that. And the only thing I hated about this palette is the fact that I had no mirror. I really needed a mirror. And the same with the Jaclyn Hill palette actually. So anyway, I just take that shade, and as you can see, this cream shade was actually great even just on its own. But, you know, I was extra. And there was not really much cast, which I enjoyed. And I would just do the exact same on the other side. And really go in. And I'd always use this Real Techniques brush to apply the cream. and I'd apply that cream everywhere. And I must say I really like this this cream shade on bare skin because it looks super natural and it is a gorgeous highlighter. Like I said though, palettes do my head in, to be honest, just because it's just very bulky. Like imagine having to pack, all you want is an eyeshadow palette, bronzer, not even bronzer, contour, a blush and a highlighting palette. That is all of this. When usually I can get that down to so little product. I much prefer singles nowadays. But anyway, after I'd applied that cream, I would also always apply this golden shade. I used to like the white, but then I was like, oh no, thank God, because white shades on me. I've got darker skin, as you can see, so this golden shade was pretty perfect though. And I would literally, like I said, just take it on this brush and pack it over that cream product, and I would go heavy, like ham like this, like super heavy, which I would not do that much now, and I would literally just pack that on like that, right over everything on the cupid's bow. Like that. And then I would also always take like a flat brush like this and go in right on the brow, but I would like go heavy on the brow bone highlight, like that heavy. And I actually wouldn't blend it out, but I'm going to because I just can't stand looking at that. But I would go super heavy on the brow highlight. And then again go right in the inner corner, really just packing it on, and there you have my highlight. As you can see, it's like blinding. Like for me, I always say there's never too much highlighter, but for me that is too much. Like it's just taken over my whole cheek, and I just think it ages you. I know that sounds stupid because I'm 15, but like I just think it makes you look like your skin. It doesn't make it look that good. If you concentrated this in an area, it's stunning. I do still use this, but then the worst part, this is actually the worst part. So as you can see, I've already got like so much shine on my face. What would I do then? Oh yes, I would take this pink blush shade and I would pack it on as blush on top of that. So, yep, just packing it on some more. Same on the other cheek. And I have to say, if like I was doing this now, because I do still love this pink shade, but I wouldn't wear highlighter with it as well. I'd just use this and it's super pretty. But that is it, like that is too much. Well, I would never wear lashes day to day. I don't really now, to be honest, but I would never wear makeup as heavy as this every day now. So if I was to wear this every day, I would wear lashes, if you know what I mean. That's really confusing. But anyway, I would never wear lashes normally, not even with something like this. So I would just go in with mascara. Don't ask me why, I don't know. And I'd go in with the roller lash, which is really not volumizing. It's fab mascara, especially for the bottom lashes, but I don't like it really for the top ones. I don't think it gives me enough. So I'm just going to be applying that. And really just trying to build that up as much as possible. And that would be my eyes done. See, to me, I just feel like I need lashes on. But I didn't used to wear lashes, so I can't put them on. Anyway, now for lips, you've seen this on my channel before and it's still one of my favourites. But I used to use this lip liner all the time from like being quite young. Now, as much as I do love this, the new formula of the Primark lip liners are much better, I must say, but I just love this colour. So I'm just going to be applying this. And Only now, to be honest, has it got to the point where I can really do lip liner. Before, I'd be terrible. It'd be so messy. So that would be like my lip liner done. I probably wouldn't have even done it that well, to be honest, but... Now, my all-time favourite lipstick that I used to wear all the time, literally like all of the time, would be the Charlotte Tilbury Bitch Perfect lipstick, and it's just like a really, really pretty nude shade. I'm just not always into lipsticks. I prefer liquid lipsticks, and I don't really like Charlotte Tilbury liquid lipstick, so no shade, but... Literally, I would call it a day there. This is how I used to go out. How did I ever let myself go out like this? How? Oh my god, it's like giving me anxiety. Like, this is giving me pure anxiety. And the fact it looks like I've still not finished because I feel like I need lashes on. And I feel like I need a gloss. I feel like this looks like my own lips. And I've not overlined because that's how I used to do them. Oh. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe. I post every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday at 8:30 PM, so be sure not to miss that. And if you did enjoy this video and you want more videos like it, please let me know down in the comments. And also let me know any of the video ideas you have. If you want to know the products I've used, which I'm probably sure half of them you don't want to know. But I will leave everything linked down in the description box along with all my social media. So if you're not following me already, please go follow me. And I just want to say, disclaimer, that I have no hate towards these brands or products. Just, you know, I could probably make every single product work, but I'm just showing you my old routine. Like, this is how I would do my makeup. And now, if I was to use all this again, I'd probably love it again because I know how to use it properly. And like I said, mainly, especially like the palettes, like the highlights, the contour, the blush, it's just bulky. And I'm just saying that I have found other alternatives now, so please don't be offended if you like any of these products or still use them. They are still great products. Like I said, I still use the Tarte Shape Tape, I still use the highlighting palette, I still use the foundation. You know, there's plenty of products that I do still use. There's just best products on the market now, which is completely normal. So if you would like to see maybe a full face of my favourite products, so just like literally the favourite products of mine, maybe I can do that for you. Please just let me know any of your ideas down in the comments because I really do appreciate them and I will take them into consideration. And I just want to try and bring the best content to you, so please let me know your ideas and I will sort them out for you. But I think that is it for today. Once again, if you haven't subscribed already, go subscribe now. And if you haven't seen my last video already, it will be linked down in the description box, so please go watch that. And I think this is the end of this video. I just want to say one big last thank you for watching, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye guys. I live inside my own world of make